Hi guys, this is the city I live in, Nha Trang, beach town, Vietnam. And right now I've set up the tent because one, I want to test it. It's a OneTigris, okay, because in the distance there it's a typhoon coming. So I gotta get finishing off putting up the tent. I just climbed up the top of the hill here. Didn't bring the bike. There's no way I could get the bike up. It's too steep, you gotta climb. But in the distance it's coming. It's 144 miles an hour winds. Right now it's pretty little bit of wind, but very just calm before the storm. Oh, so, and this, hi, this is the OneTigris. Using manual focus for some reason. I'll give you a view of it better in the morning. If it's still here, I don't think it's designed for the thing it's about to hit. But hey, good place to test it, you know. Alright, so I'll get back to putting up the tent. I've got to do out some guidelines, a couple other things. Alright, back in a minute. Sang is making what he called some Indian curry, or Vietnamese curry. We brought the new cooker up, APG, it's multi-fuel stove. To get it to simmer is a bit of a pain in the ass, so Sang just quickly lit a fire and hot hushes, and I can hear the rain. Look, that's the city of Nha Trang in the background, and over here in the darkness is where the storm is coming from, basically from Philippines. It's all over the news. Government today were basically telling people to stay indoors, a few other things, stock up on food, and also this gives me a chance to test out this camera. It's actually not bad in low light. It's actually not bad at all. This is the Canon G7X or X7, something like that there. So it's the first start of the rain. They said storm should hit about 3 or 4 in the morning. So right now we're just under the canopy of the tent, the bungalow tent. Let's see how it holds up in this weather. Due to the rain, the fire has went out, so we're still trying to get dinner ready. So quickly put on the APG or AGP, I never remember. So just priming it now. A little bit fidgety. It's actually good. I think it's really good for boiling stuff. But to get it down to get it basically down. Okay, let me just. To simmer stuff is tricky, really tricky. So, but the only one I know that can really do simmering is the Dragonfly. It's 160 bucks, and this loud monster, which is the same sound as the Dragonfly and Whisper, she is 49 bucks. Okay, should we get the pot? Hi guys, it's been raining all night. Just this sort of level of rain, not too bad for Vietnam. The storm is out that direction. I'm not sure if you can hear on the camera, but you can hear the bashing of the waves. We're about a mile away from the coastline, just basically down from this hill. There's a lot of thunder, but it's thunder from the waves, so the storm out there is really pushing up something. It's 6 AM, so it hasn't fully hit us yet. We must be getting just the edges of it. The city in the background. So the tent went up pretty easy. Basically peg out 4 corners, I'm using trekking poles. You can hang up by trees. Tent up went up pretty easy. I really like the festival area. I was able to even bring that down a little bit last night, still, so I get lots of airflow. The whole front of the tent, all down here, is completely dry, no problem. They did a lot of changes from their other version 1. A lot of comments were made, and they did a lot of changes, and you can actually see them, like simple things like the cord. They had a luminous cord. It's kind of funny because last night I tripped on the cord so many times. But the reason why they changed it out is because a lot of bushcrafting people using this tent, they basically, first thing they did was remove the luminous cord and put in the green cord. So they've done all the green cord. They removed the doors. Okay. No, not the doors, the windows. They removed them from that side, and they put right along here a net. So the airflow is really good. Normally when I'm camping in Vietnam in the jungles and stuff, the temperature gets really like sticky and hot in these type of tents, even with rain. But this one, no, there was really good airflow and a good view, very good view. So I love the design. I can imagine my bike just being put right here, the front, so I can constantly see it. Or I could even tie the shade off to the bike. I have my bike set up vertically and tied off. That would be good. So why is Sang on this side, on my side? Well, her air mattress failed. That was one reason. Okay, the dogs ends up getting the air mattress. She's an Alpine Kit sleeping bag, pipe dream, and hers basically got a hole in it last night, so jumped over to my side. The other reason is there's only 4 issues with this tent. One, these tie outs here, I don't know if I go into focus, they're dripping. They dripped all bloody night, and the storm hasn't even hit, just dripped all night. So my sleeping bag is wet on the top, my Big Agnes sleeping bag. Here, another connection here where the tie off to the net to hang it up, dripped all night. This is dry right along here. As soon as I get to the edges, these here things here where it's tied off, soaking, and that's what's been dripping on me all night. So that's disappointing, very disappointing. What do you think, Googles? Yeah, not a dry night. And then, as you can see, this floor completely soaking. Now, it's over that side over there in the corner. It's not. It's that side over in the corner, bone dry. This side corner, bone dry. This side, bone dry, and this side is wet. So the water getting in from that little corner, and it's flowing all the way down. All the way down. Yeah. Totally wet. Totally wet. So that's very disappointing. I was looking at the other tent, the like a teepee tent, Maybe I should have got that. So basically leaking in 4 places, and the storm hasn't even hit yet. There's no point of staying even for the storm. I was really looking forward to test it in the storm. The storm's probably about an hour or 2 hours away, but if the tent's wet just from rain, it's not worth it. I am very disappointed, you know, as this was going to be my main tent for a world tour. I love the concept. Or maybe I just scene seal it, or I switch to the pyramid one. And as we speak, drips on top of my head again. Alright. I'll see if I post this or not. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to just send this to OneTigris. But you know what's interesting is I remember watching all the videos on this tent, the Series 1, the first version. And I remember a guy complaining about the drips. Like the drips are just coming on top of me now. Right on top of me. I remember a guy complaining about the drips. So, and the same place. And I remember another person complaining about that corner. So, they haven't improved it. Love the sound of rain, but not in a wet tent.